that working with him and Governor Cuomo and I working together, we were able to bring it under control. But in terms of what's going to happen, like I said in response to the previous question, I'm getting all the information I need to get, so is Governor Cuomo. Our staffs are talking every day about what we will want to do with this, and after we get public input, Governor Cuomo and I are going to have to make some decisions. But the thing that the people of the region should know is that we're sensitive to everybody not wanting to pay more for anything. Listen, I don't live in a perfect world, Herb. So this is when I got the information. I get the information, I deal with it when I can deal with it. And all the other speculation, all this other stuff is just, the fact that, folks like to talk to you guys a lot on background and not put their names to it. Anybody who's unwilling to put their name to anything, you shouldn't print it. Yes?
Couple more, please. Governor, can you consider it a vote of confidence in the type of pension and benefits overhaul that you signed in June that most of Republicans survived your recall elections last night in Wisconsin?
No. Wisconsin's Wisconsin and New Jersey is New Jersey. And I don't see a lot of similarities between the two. I'm happy for Governor Walker that he did well last night. But the fact is that they're two totally separate things. And the vote of confidence from New Jersey on the pension and benefit reforms is it was bipartisan. Remember something. In Wisconsin, those were reforms that were pushed through exclusively with Republican votes. In New Jersey, of the 24 votes in the Senate to pass pension and benefit reform, a third of them came from Democrats. In the Assembly, of the votes that came for pension and benefit reform, a third of them came from Democrats. That's what tells you that it's a good plan. It's a good plan because both parties came together on an extraordinarily difficult issue that will do two real important things. First, protect the pensions of all those 800,000 public workers and retirees who have earned the pension and deserve to get paid. And if we hadn't made these changes, those pension funds were going broke. Second is that it protects the taxpayers, because over the next 30 years, our plan will save, at a minimum, $132 billion in taxpayer money. $132 billion over 30 years. So that's why, that's the vote of confidence for our plan. You get Republicans and Democrats to agree on something and to vote that way, despite the enormous pressure that was being put on the legislature by the special interests across this state. I don't need any endorsement from Wisconsin. I got every endorsement I needed from New Jersey, and they're two totally different situations.
There's been an issue for about a decade about trying to get that dredged because it's affecting the ecosystem and it's affecting the ability for boaters to come in and use the slips. They have a narrow margin to just use it at high tide, and they've been working very hard. I know Neptune and some supporting communities to get that area done. I'm hearing that there's a holdup at the DEP. Can we address maybe what the issue is there? I know that.
Well, that seems like a very difficult question. And that means it's time to introduce the commissioner of the DEP. Mr. Martin, you want to address that?
Bottom line is we're currently reviewing it because there's been years of problems of dredging go, and we're trying to sort through where does that material go. So we're trying to work with the towns to do that and find the right. So those are the two issues we're stuck with us because we can approve anything very quickly. It's a matter of where the material goes and work with the towns to sort those out.
Reverted it back to you and said that there has to be a hearing at the DEP level. Will there be a hearing, or is it just now a matter of just finding a location for the silting process before?
We're going to go through the normal process of it. I haven't heard there has to be a hearing on it, but we'll double check that and find out for sure on it. But we typically have a very set process on things that get reverted back to us. We do that review, and then we'll come back and deal with it publicly. This has been an issue since we arrived. We know it's a problem. Several legislators have raised it with us, and we're working with the town to try to sort this out. We understand the priority with them.
Okay. One more for the commissioner. Come up. A lot of the towns in this area have said that they've had problems with sort of red tape issues, getting their permits to build berms and things on their beaches. We're only a couple weeks away from the end of the season, and we're preparing for getting Is there any way, do you have any plans to streamline that permitting process so these towns can protect the beaches that we all love so much?
We're going through, throughout DEP, to go through and through the transformation process to review all the regulations on land use, including those that deal with the beach, to be able to expedite those processes. Obviously, we need to make sure we protect those beaches long term, but we're going to look at all those regulations and how to make it most efficiently as possible. I mean, a lot of the things that deal with the beaches, as you know, Army Corps of Engineers plays a key role with that as well. So we've got to work with them on the regulations and the permitting process of that. But most of the to have a much more expedited process in the future, and so far I don't know of any towns that haven't gotten their permits when they need them. They need to have a problem, they can call me directly. My number's well known for the mayors. They call me quite often, and I'm glad to sort out issues with them right away directly.
I would just add to that this is one of the things that the Lieutenant Governor has worked extraordinarily hard on with the DEP Commissioner, the DOT Commissioner, the DCA Commissioner, is this issue of local permitting and streamlining that process. And she meets regularly with those three commissioners to go over